Which I can understand from Rory's perspective. She's a shy kid. She's not used to small talk. She hasn't really made any friends besides Lane. She's making friends with like the haterade that is Paris and the posse. So she's not really used to it. At the same time, yeah, you remember when she first met Dean and she's like, Chicago, Oprah. Like she's not, and she's new to interacting. She's the one who needs to get up. Lorelai needs to eat it. But no,
Yeah.
Lorelai gets up.
Lorelai's the one who's used to dealing with strangers all day at her job. She should be better
True.
at small talk. She should be better at lying when you work a front desk. Just saying.
That's true. She runs an inn.
Yeah, she runs an inn. She talks to people all day, all night. Like that's her job.
Specifically these people who are sleeping outside of their home, who are tourists, who are
travelers, you know.
who are looking for small town cutesy
I'm disappointed
things.
in Lorelai's small talk. And I'm disappointed she couldn't just sit and enjoy a scone. And I know she's not up for small talk and her brain is short circuiting because she just left town suddenly. But like pull it together. But she does sneak off and pulls out her phone. And I was like, oh, who's she calling? Because there was a second where I was afraid she was calling Chris. Because
Me too.
The last time she snuck off to make a phone call, and I don't know who she's calling, she was calling Chris. So I was like, are you calling Chris? Don't be weird. And then I thought
hoping that would be your response. I was waiting for you as we were watching to go, think she's calling Chris, because I thought that the first time around as well.
Yeah.
Like, no, you don't. No, you don't.
But I also thought she might be calling Max to tell him she's not marrying him.
Mm-hmm.
Because as far as we, the viewers, have seen, she has not told him yet.
Yeah. Did she tell him? Is she running away? Because she didn't tell Suki until the drive. And Suki's the one telling everybody. Is Suki calling Max for her?
Right. Did Miss Patty have to tell Max?
Right.
Did Max hear it through the grapevine?
Is he going to hear it in school? Is he going to show up? And
is
just
Max
be like,
still at their house?
Oh my God, that's right.
No, he's not still at their house. He can't be.
No, he stayed for the weekend, but he had to go back.
That's right. Okay, yeah.
But he's going back to tie up loose ends to come live with you and your child.
So he's packing up like dishware and you're like, Miss Patty, tell Max I'm not marrying him. So she picks up the phone and I'm like, okay, now we get to see the Max breakup, you know.
But instead we get to see, I'm sorry to say, one of my favorite Luke moments. And these moments with Suki, who's always like, I see you. And she's always very cute about it, very friendly about it. And so she's on the phone with Lorelai and letting Lorelai know, the whole town knows. And we talked about this because you brought it up. Not doesn't always get the information.
Right. And she kind of explains that. She's like, he's such
a loner.
He's a loner, right? So he's not tapped into the town gossip chain mail thing that happens.
Yeah.
So
he doesn't, before that, he doesn't know that. He's fighting with your favorite dude. He's fighting with Kirk about like, he's had so much coffee. There are no refills. Get out of here. Right. You know,
but
all
this
stuff.
This is to establish that Luke is cranky. And then Suki is still on the phone with Lorelai and she's like, I don't know what she says, but the information gets to Luke that the wedding is off. And then we get to see Luke totally happy and he's happily refilling Kirk's coffee and he gives coffee to the whole place on him. Coffee's free today, which isn't that much of a leap because coffee's like 6 cents a cup when you brew it wholesale. But anyway, so he's like, coffee on me today, everybody, because he's delighted because the girl he likes is no longer getting married.
Okay, so I know that in shows they're like hinting when people like each other and it's like, ooh, that can go either way. We can think that they like that person, but this is so obvious.
Well, yeah, they've made it obvious.
But this, there's a lot of stuff where it's like, oh, he's just being a friend. Yes, he shut down the diner, but Suki offered her car when she first needed money. Friendship is running deep in this town. They do a lot of things for each other. Luke allowed Taylor to close for him, and he doesn't even like Taylor. But this was clear. You're happy that she's not getting married.
Yes,
how cute.
The night and day of Luke's deep emotions are evident right now as we find out that he finds out. Yeah.
And maybe this is my toxic head from the 90s and 2000s from growing up. I'm like, ooh, I really like happy Luke. I like when the grumpy guy gets happy for a second.
Yeah,
And
of course.
yeah, they're just like this for, and I'm like, that's cute. But so is when you get happy, but then you go back to just being like a grouch. There's something about it.
Yeah.
Oh, I am broken.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. No, it's
So,
fine. But
uh,
we now has a whole different vibe because we are at the gates of Harvard.
yes.